Right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings be unto the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. This is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch, and here I have a video that I want to play. It features this woman that goes by the name of Reggie Littlejohn, and she's talking about, you know, the W E to the F, and, you know, the W H to the O, and you know, the whole One Health, digital IDs, you know, the social credit score system, so on and so forth. And you know, like we've been saying, this devil, all right, the elites of Esau Edom, you know, the rulers of this world, are going to make it to the point where it's going to be impossible for you to function and for you to take part upon his grid, okay? Meaning that without, you know, particular credentials such as, you know, the MOTB, which is going to be ultimately, and this digital ID, you know, so on and so forth, it's going to be impossible for you to operate on the grid. It's going to be impossible for you to, you know, go to the supermarket and do your shopping. It's going to be impossible for you to, you know, have a 9 to 5 and, you know, sustain yourself, okay? Because everything is going to require the MOTB, all right, for you to be a part of society. And that's how they're going to phase this thing in, okay? And in which it's going to cause people to ultimately take it, all right? Because, yeah, you will have individuals, you know, that rebel, all right? Because they know, you know, this is crazy, it's way too invasive. But at the end of the day, you know, when people's bellies start rumbling and when they start, you know, reflecting on the fact that they got to provide for themselves and for their family, all right, that's what's going to make many people take, you know, that MOTB, all right? Now, the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are not going to be subject to taking the MOTB, no matter how bad things get upon the earth, because we have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and his saving power, all right? Now, let me just play this video, and then, Lord willing, we'll get into a few scriptures.
There again, all of these factors lead to human health under the One Health approach, and that means they get to surveil all of these areas of human existence, basically every aspect of human existence under the One Health.
Right, so they want to survey every aspect, you know, of human existence. All right, that's the plan, you know, with giving the people the CHIP. All right, is surveying every aspect of human existence. All right, knowing your whereabouts 24/7, 365. All right, knowing if you have an ailment, knowing what the ailment is, knowing, you know, how long, you know, you have to live. All right, everything, you know, they want to quantify. All right, and it reminds me of that scripture, if I can find it, because ultimately, you know, they want to have this the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right, being all-knowing, okay? Now, this is Luke chapter 12, and I'll start from verse 6, and it reads, "Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 farthings? And not one of them is forgotten before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows." All right? So, if you think about that, every hair follicle upon your head is numbered, okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai knows how much hairs you have upon your head, all right, at any given time. All right, and you have hair follicles falling off, you know, during the day, okay? But yet still, that number is always, recorded, all right, in the heavens, okay? And that displays, the supremeness of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, all right? He is all knowing, okay? There's nothing that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai does not know. And again, one of my favorite chapters that goes into that is Sirach chapter 18, all right? Where it tells you that basically, you can't find out the works of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, all right? So that's the same power, that Esau Edom wants to tap into, all right? He wants to be all-knowing. He wants to quantify everything about you and everything that is on the face of the earth. He wants to be able to quantify it, okay? Now let's go back to this this video.
How are they going to do this? They're going to do this through digital IDs, in part. That's how they're going to surveil. Keep going. Here, and so the pretext of these digital IDs is the idea that in order to protect our health, they have to surveil us in terms.
So again, they're going to come, with the deception of protecting your health, all right? And that's why, like I always go into, they've been rolling out, the brain CHIP, to the disabled, all right, and, mentally challenged and, so on and so forth. They've been, attacking that area first, okay? Because there's certain individuals that can't walk. There's individuals that can't do things for themselves. They're bound to a wheelchair, so on and so forth. So if you, enter in, through that avenue, through that portal of helping, so-called helping those individuals, giving them, their sight back, giving them the ability, to walk again, somewhat, all right? That's going to roll the minds of the people, okay? And that's part of them, miracles that it speaks about in Revelation. I believe it's chapter 16. These are the spirit of devils working miracles upon the earth, all right? Let me fast forward it a little bit because she's going to mention, the VAX.
Real purpose of the digital ID can be found on the World Economic Forum website, where they have this chart. And you will see in this chart that basically you will need to have a digital ID in order to do everything on this chart. To access healthcare, insurance, and treatment, open bank accounts, and carry on.
Right, so you're going to have a digital ID, all right? Which, remember, it's going to start off with a digital ID, all right? It's going to be made mandatory. But then that's going to advance to the MOTB, all right? So it's going to come to the point where you ain't going to be able to receive healthcare. You're not going to be able to open a bank account. You're not going to be able to get a passport without having the MOTB, okay?
Online transactions, to travel, to access humanitarian service.
To travel, okay? To access humanitarian services, okay? All of these things are vital, all right? They're taking away vital aspects of society, all right, in order to force people to, accept, this NWO system, okay? And that's why it says in Revelation 13 and 16, he causeth both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. He causeth. He's going to cause people to actually have to do this, okay? But he's not going to cause the elect to do this, because as the scriptures tell us, the elect shall have victory over the beast, over the MARK, and over the image. All right, that's written. So that's actually going to play out.
To shop and conduct business transactions.
To shop and conduct business. Again, Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls with all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a MARK in their right hand or in their forehead. All right. And they will not be able to buy or sell if they don't have that MARK. All right. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay. So this is going to happen. All right. We're living in the time of the rollout of the MOTB. All right, we're actually living in that time. We're experiencing it in real time. For Wadi Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
To participate in social media.
To participate in social media. Okay? And people go crazy when, for example, WhatsApp goes down, Twitter goes down, Instagram goes down. You know, people's internet goes down for 3-4 hours and they start bugging out. Okay? People can't live without social media. All right? That's the point, you know, where the world is at, that people cannot actually live and function without social media. People are on their phones mass majority of the day. Okay? So if you suddenly, you know, threaten someone, you know, to the point where you're going to take away their social media, take away, you know, their ability to sustain themselves and provide for themselves and their family, people are going to be down with that MARK. Okay? They're going to take it because they don't want to get, you know, shut out of society. They don't want to be in the dark, so to speak. Okay? So a lot of people is going to take the MARK. All right? Social media. All right? That's a massive influence on the minds of the people. Okay? That captivates, you know, mass majority of people on earth is their phones and their laptops, so on and so forth. All right? Through social media, you know, you have access to the news, you know, you have access to your family and friends. You have access to everything from, you know, when in regards to social media and your phones. All right? Your bank, you know, your bank cards on your phone, you know, you be tapping away. All right? All they have to do is say, look, if you don't have the MOTB, these functions ain't going to work.
A communication device like a cell phone or a computer to pay your taxes, collect government benefits,
to pay your taxes and to collect government benefits. All right, so how many individuals, we're still with the land of America, are on government assisted aid? Okay, food stamps, so on and so forth. Okay, so you're not going to be able to receive those things if you don't have the MOTB, if you don't have that, you know, digital identity, which is going to escalate to the mandatory implementation of the MOTB. All right, so you're not going to be able to receive benefits. So how many people are going to reject the MOTB when they find out that they're not going to be able to receive their benefits? Not many. Okay? Because there's no reason for these people to reject the MOTB if they don't have faith in Yahweh Shai and they don't trust in his coming. Okay? This is going to be a heavy, heavy time period upon the earth, man.
So if you don't have a digital ID, you're going to be shut out of basically every aspect of civilized life on Earth. And
you're going to be shut out of every aspect of civilization on Earth. Okay? And that reminds me, let's go right quick to, what's that, Revelation 3 and 10. All right, let's get that right quick. That's why this is going to be a heavy time. Now, this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. And it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay? So this is going to be a time, a heavy time of temptation, the hour of temptation, where there's going to be a dividing line upon the earth, and people are going to have to choose, all right, what side that they're going to be pledge allegiance to, all right, so to speak, because that's exactly what it is. All right, you making, you know, a blood covenant, all right, with Esau Edom when you receive that CHIP within yourself. Okay, you're making a blood covenant. You know, blood is drawn from your body in order to put that CHIP in you. Okay, so you're making, you know, you're basically telling, you know, the wicked elite of Esau Edom that I am forever, you know, indebted and in servitude, you know, to you. Okay, which we know that, you know, the Lord is going to come back and he's going to upset, you know, the wicked devices of the crafty. All right, but that's why the judgment, you know, for receiving the MOTB is to be destroyed. All right, as pursuant to Revelation chapter 14. Okay, so this is going to be, you know, a time of temptation upon the earth. It's going to be a dividing line. All right, and you know, many of these congregations out there that are not teaching what the MOTB really is and not giving the correct breakdown for Revelation 13 and 16, you're going to be destroyed. All right, because the scriptures speak about, you know, ye are like dumb dogs that cannot bark. You're not adequately and properly warning the people of the dangers of taking, you know, the MOTB, which is a vital piece of the puzzle. All right, so many of you are going to get destroyed, and many of you are going to take the CHIP, and your congregations. All right. But those that are, those that are of the elect, the Lord will have mercy upon, man. All right. If they're of the elect, they ain't going to take the MOTB. All right. Let's go back to this vid.
And not only that, but through their surveillance, they will be able to tell whether or not you are in compliance. So the surveillance number one is whether or not you're vaccinated. But they're going to be surveilling all. If you need a digital ID to access all of these things, then there's going to be a digital record of you in all of these aspects of your life. And what this does is it provides the platform for the China social credit system, which is.
And that's it. That's what they're bringing forth. They're bringing forth the materialization of that Chinese social credit score system. Okay? That is actually going to be a thing, upon the earth in many different places. And in particular, Babylon the Great, because that's the focal point of prophecy. All right. So these are the things that are going to manifest themselves upon the earth. So this devil knows, what he's doing. So we're about to enter into a real, heavy time upon the earth, man. All right. And what I want to do now, and I want to finish on this. This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1. And it reads, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." All right. So this goes in line, with Revelation chapter 3 and 10. All right. Because a heavy time of temptation is about to manifest upon the earth in our lifetime. Okay. Now, verse 2 says, "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." All right. So the scripture said to set your heart aright. All right. Meaning your mind. All right. And get ready to constantly endure, because there's going to be many trials and many tribulations that we're going to face in these times. Okay. You might be faced with a situation where you're not able to work. You're not able to sustain yourself for a hot minute, or where brothers might have to depend on, each other's even more. You might lose, that roof over your head, and you might have to live with a brother. Many different situations, all right, are going to present themselves in these last days, but we have to constantly endure. Okay. Now, verse 3 says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end." All right. And that's the prize, all right, that we will receive if we endure unto the end. As the scriptures say, "He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved." All right. We're going to be increased in the end. If we endure unto the end, we're going to be increased, and we're going to receive glory with Yahushua. Okay. As it's written in Romans 8, we are joint heirs with Yahushua. Okay. "Whatsoever," verse 4, "whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state." All right. And this is heavy, verse 4. "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully." Okay. So when you're afflicted, all right, and you remember the scriptures say, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. All right. So we got to remember also that whatever does happen to us, all right, really we deserve it. All right. We deserve everything we get. Every judgment that we get, every trial and tribulation, that is bestowed upon us, we deserve it. All right. We actually deserve it, man. And that brings great comfort to your spirit when you're going through hardships, when you're going through hard times. Okay. Know that you deserve it, but know that also the Lord is very merciful. Okay. Because these things are used to strengthen us, man. This is the fiery furnace. "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." All right. There it is. And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right. So it's actually, it's a necessity. All right. It's mandatory, to catch hell and to go through trials and tribulations if you are really, of the elect. All right. If the Lord is dealing with you. All right. That's an identifying mark as to the Lord, dealing with you. All right. Is the fact that you're going to catch hell, is the fact that, you're going to feel sorrow, is the fact that even though you're going through these things, you're also being strengthened in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. So faith is going to be a big thing, in these last days, man. All right. Now let me skim down a bit. There's a point that I wanted to Yep, I wanted to bring out this point in verse 13. It says, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended." Okay? And that part is heavy because, again, faith is a gift from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, so we cannot waver, in the faith that's been bestowed upon us. All right, we have to trust in the Lord. All right, we have to, trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in these last days. And if you show a lack of trust and faith in the Lord, then you will not be defended in these last days. All right, because it doesn't matter what comes in front of us, the Lord is going to give us the spirit to be able to endure and to overcome, whatever obstacles present themselves. And you have to have faith in that. All right. So I'm going to cut it off there. Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying. And until the next time, I'll say Shalom.